My name is Emily. I want to share my story with you. A story about love, betrayal, and difficult choices. Sometimes, the people we love the most can hurt us deeply. This is what happened to me. I worked as a secretary in a large marketing company in the city. Every day was the same: meetings, phone calls, and endless paperwork. I was 28 years old and focused only on my career. One day, a new manager joined our company. His name was Michael. He was tall with dark hair and kind eyes. When he smiled, his whole face lit up. The first time we met, he dropped his files in the elevator. I helped him pick them up. Our hands touched, and I felt something I had never felt before. "Thank you," he said with a warm smile. "I'm Michael, the new marketing manager." "I'm Emily," I replied softly. "Welcome to the company." Over the next few weeks, Michael often came to my desk to ask questions about work, but soon his questions became more personal. "Do you like coffee, Emily?" he asked one day. "Yes, I love coffee," I replied. "Would you like to get some coffee with me after work?" My heart beat faster. Yes, I would like that. Our coffee meeting turned into dinner. One dinner turned into many. Michael was kind, intelligent, and made me laugh. For the first time in years, I felt truly happy. 6 months later, Michael asked me to marry him. We stood by the river at sunset. He got down on one knee and said, "Emily, you are the light in my life. Will you marry me?" Tears filled my eyes. "Yes, Michael. Yes, I will marry you." Our wedding was small but beautiful. My parents were happy for me. Michael's family welcomed me with open arms. We moved into a small apartment together and began our life as husband and wife. The first year was magical. We cooked together, travelled on weekends, and talked about our dreams late into the night. Michael was attentive and loving. I thought our love would last forever. After our first anniversary, things started to change. Michael began working late. He missed our dinner dates. When he came home, he was always tired or busy on his phone. One night, I cooked his favourite meal. I waited for hours, but he didn't come home. At midnight, I heard the door open. "Where were you?" I asked, trying to hide my hurt. "Working late," he said, not meeting my eyes. "I'm sorry." I believed him. I always believed him. 3 months later, I found messages on Michael's phone. They were from a woman named Jessica. The messages were loving and intimate. My hands shook as I read them. My heart felt like it was breaking into pieces. When Michael came home, I showed him the phone. "Who is Jessica?" I asked, my voice trembling. At first, he denied everything. Then, he admitted the truth. Jessica was his colleague. They had been seeing each other for 2 months. "I made a mistake, Emily," he cried. "I was confused, but I love you. Please forgive me." I was devastated. I couldn't eat or sleep. I thought about leaving him, but I still loved him. After many tears and long talks, I decided to give him another chance. "I will never hurt you again," Michael promised, holding my hands tightly. "You are the only one I want." Michael tried hard to rebuild our marriage. He came home early. He brought me flowers. We went to marriage counselling together. Slowly, I began to trust him again. "I see now what I almost lost," Michael told me one night as we sat on our balcony. "You are my everything, Emily." I smiled and rested my head on his shoulder. I thought our darkest days were behind us. A week later, I saw Jessica at the supermarket. She was beautiful, with long blonde hair and bright eyes. My heart raced with anger and fear. I wanted to ignore her, but something pushed me to approach her. You are Jessica, aren't you? I asked, my voice surprisingly calm. She looked shocked. Yes, and you must be Emily. We sat in the cafe and talked for an hour. Jessica didn't know Michael was married when their relationship began. When she found out, she felt terrible. I'm so sorry, she said, tears in her eyes. I never wanted to hurt anyone. I've ended things with Michael completely. Strangely, I didn't hate her. We were both victims of Michael's lies. Thank you for your honesty, I said as we parted. When I told Michael about meeting Jessica, he was shocked but relieved. This can be a fresh start for us, he said. For 6 months, everything seemed perfect again. Michael and I were happy. We even started talking about having a baby. I thought our love was stronger than before. Then I saw the signs again. Late nights, secret phone calls, distant behavior. This time, her name was Sarah. She worked in Michael's office. I found their pictures together on his laptop. They looked happy, laughing, holding hands. Each image felt like a knife in my heart. When I confronted Michael, he didn't deny it. I don't know what's wrong with me, he said, his eyes full of tears. I love you, Emily, but something is broken inside me. I felt numb. This pain was familiar now, but it hurt even more the second time. Please, Emily, he begged. One more chance. I'll get help. I'll see a therapist. I'll do anything. I looked at the man I loved, the man who had broken my heart twice. Could I forgive him again? Would anything ever change? For weeks I couldn't decide what to do. I loved Michael. We had history together. But I couldn't live with the constant fear and betrayal. I spoke to my parents, my friends, and a counselor. They all said the same thing. You deserve better, Emily. One morning, I woke up with clarity. I knew what I had to do. I want a divorce, I told Michael that evening. Please, Emily, he cried, I can change. You've said that before, I replied sadly. I can't do this anymore. I need to respect myself. Michael begged and promised, but my decision was made. It wasn't easy. Part of me still loved him, but I knew I deserved honesty and loyalty. Now, 6 months later, I live alone. Some days are hard. I miss Michael and the good times we shared, but I don't regret my decision. I am learning to love myself again. I am focusing on my career and spending time with friends and family who truly care about me. Was divorce the right decision? I believe it was. Trust, once broken twice, is very hard to rebuild. I gave Michael many chances, but he chose to betray my trust repeatedly. Sometimes, the bravest thing you can do is walk away from something that hurts you, even if you still love it. Real love includes respect and honesty. Without these, it isn't really love at all. My story doesn't end with heartbreak. It ends with hope and a new beginning. I don't know what the future holds, but I know I deserve someone who loves me completely and honestly. And until I find that person, I am enough on my own.
Do you think Emily made the right decision to divorce Michael after his second betrayal? What would you have done in her situation?